and welcome to the fastest 5 minutes in IU sports. I'm Austin Platt.
And I'm Woodall. Let's get right into it. Well, we are just 5 days away from October, also known as spooky season, which means 1 month away from college hoops. Indiana basketball's Big Ten schedule is finally here, and man, is it a doozy. Joining us in studio to break down some of the Hoosiers' biggest matchups is our own Liv Clements. Liv?
Thanks, Riley. Some big news coming out of Assembly Hall for the Hoosiers. The IU men's basketball team have just announced the Big Ten schedule, and the Hoosier fans have their candy-striped outfits ready. IU will score the ball straight into Maryland at home for the Hoosiers. Following that, they'll go into Michigan, Nebraska, and OSU, just to name a few contenders. IU finishes the Big Ten season back at Maryland, where former IU player Jordan Geronimo has transferred to, as well as Minnesota, and finishing off against the Spartans of Michigan State. The Hoosiers have the spotlight on them, while this team consists of some heavy freshmen, such as four-star recruit Gabe Cupps, four-star combo guard Ja'Kai Newton, and Duke decommit Mackenzie Mbako. But don't worry, Assembly will also have some familiar faces such as Xavier Johnson, Trey Galloway, and sophomore forward Malik Renew, and head coach Mike Woodson, or what the Hoosier fans call him, Coach Woody. IU will have a lot to look forward to in the Big Ten matchups, as well as some big games like Kansas, UConn, and of course the West Lafayette rivals Purdue. We will keep you posted on all IU basketball very soon. Back to you, Riley.
Hey, thanks, Liv. We now turn to a Hoosier squad that is red hot. Indiana women's soccer was projected to be, quote, the worst team in the league. Folks, here are the facts. They have not lost a game and are 3-0 in the Big Ten. Their latest win coming at home against the 18th-ranked Northwestern Wildcats. The first and only goal of the match came off the boot of junior midfielder Hope Paredes in the second minute. A stunned Wildcats squad struggled to get anything going offensively thanks to the Hoosiers' aggressive press. The proof is in the pudding on this one. Indiana outshot Northwestern 15-6. A couple spectacular saves from Jamie Gerstenberg in the late stages capped off an impressive performance from the Hoosiers, who earned their third conference win of the season. With that victory, Indiana finds themselves ranked 17th in the TDS poll and showing no signs of slowing down.
From the pitch to the field, the Indiana Hoosiers came out on top in an ugly 4-overtime win against Akron, 29-27. The Hoosiers took down the Zips in a matchup that many people thought was much closer than it should have been. The Indiana offense struggled mightily on blackout night, with Taven Jackson going 11 for 26 with no touchdowns in regulation. Indiana's rushing attack was also stifled, only producing 92 yards. The defense also struggled, allowing 141 rush yards to Akron quarterback DJ Irons, who is the Zips' leading rusher. That's not to say the defense was all bad. The Zips were picked off 3 times, with 1 interception being returned for a touchdown by senior defensive back Lewis Moore. The other regulation touchdown for the Hoosiers came in the third quarter on a Christian Turner rush. After the Zips missed a last-second field goal, the game went into 4 overtime periods. After trading touchdowns, field goals, and missed 2-point conversions, a pass from Jackson to DeKeese Carter would cement the Hoosier victory in OT. The Hoosier offense will be tested once again as they head to Maryland this Saturday to face the Terrapins.
While the women's team can't stop winning, the Indiana men's soccer team is struggling to pick up victories after losing to Michigan State Friday night 2-1. The Hoosiers conceded the first goal 15 minutes into the match, but responded with one of their own 5 minutes later, as Patrick McDonald set up Sam Sarver for his third goal of the season. However, it was the Spartans that had the last laugh, as in the 77th minute, Michigan State earned a penalty kick, which was buried into the top corner, giving goalkeeper JT Harms no chance. Indiana couldn't come up with another equalizer and dropped its first conference away match. Indiana has now lost 3 straight matches this season, or 3 matches rather, matching its total from a year ago. The Hoosiers return home Tuesday for a clash with the Michigan Wolverines, looking to get back in the win column.
Indiana volleyball fell victim to the powerhouse Wisconsin Badgers in Madison on Saturday. IU got off to a slow start, falling behind 12-4 in the first set. The Hoosiers surged back. Wisconsin took the first one 25-13. Indiana put together a much more together effort in the second fight, forcing 9 ties and 2 lead changes, but the Badgers found a way to win 25-23 en route to a decisive 25-18 victory in the third and final set. It doesn't get any easier for Indiana going forward, as they will have the opportunity to play the third-ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers this Saturday back in B-Town. Well, that's it for our show today. Be sure to follow along with us on Thursday with another edition of the Fast Five. For our production crew, I'm Austin Platt.
And I'm Woodall. We'll see you next time.